Hey, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new episode of the FIFA 19 Ultimate Team Road to Glory episode number 219. And today we're going to start off with a good pack that I was able to get during some recording. So typically I've been doing this stuff in the background, you know, the League SBC, grind, and Wolves was a team which is annoyingly expensive. I don't typically like to pay that many coins for a player, but I did just pay like 3,700 coins for the right wing back. It was annoying. However, it kind of paid off straight away because from that pack we actually get a walkout, which was one of the first ones I'd had in a while. And as you can see, it is a Europa League man of the match, team of the tournament. I don't know, but it's an 87 rated Olivier Giroud. And yeah, first walkout or special card I've had for a little bit after quite a few hours of grinding, going back and forth through different teams of the League SBCs. So that was good. That was an all right little payout. You know, it was 28k or so. I think we're going to eventually get to listing him up on the market. I literally just sell him because there's no point in keeping hold of a Giroud. I'm never going to use him. I don't think he's going to have any value at that, and 28k or whatever, I'll take the profit, you know, so we can actually start like we're making, you know, look like we're making some profit from this stuff, because at the moment we are literally 100,000 coins down from where we started. But you can see how many teams we're through the League SBCs. I mean, we're halfway through La Liga. That's like a 350k League SBC, so to be only 100k down, but we're halfway through, and like, actually, we've done loads more other SVCs as well, and we've got loads more players in our club and loads more squad fitnesses. Obviously, our like net worth or our total worth is higher than when we started. However, our coin balance is not, and I want to get to the point where I start to see that coin balance going up, and I think that will happen hopefully over the next couple of days with some more solid grinding going towards it. Now, this is one thing that I can do, which was complete Bayern using some duplicate players. So there was like 2 Renato Sanchez's in there, 2 Ulreichs in there, and that's something which I think is getting patched very soon. It might already be patched by the time you're watching this. But yeah, we complete our first League SBC with the completion of Bayern Munich, and I am going to choose Serge Gnabry. Because he's German in the Bundesliga, left-sided player, like I feel like that's super linkable for chemistry, whereas Delaney is like probably a better all-round player. However, he's just difficult to link being from that nation and stuff. So, you know, if and when we get around the Bundesliga again, because that's the idea of this, right? It's just ongoing. Then I'll take Delaney next time, and then maybe I'll have used them both by the time after that, and then we take Gnabry again, or we just take Delaney again. I don't know, but those are the 2 that interest me. And from the Bayern Munich pack, we get a whole bunch of players to top the club back up again, including a Jesse Lingard, which will be useful for what's coming up next in today's episode. And then the duplicates, like the gold duplicates and stuff, I guess you could store them for a time where maybe you could use them again. However, if they're like kind of valuable, I like to sell them, because that's again another way for us to sort of show the profit that we're actually making and give a little bit of a boost to our coin balance. So yeah, Serge Gnabry is the first player that we've actually completed from the League SBCs. I have tended to try and focus more on the big leagues just because they get better pack rewards rather than sitting there grinding away at the Saudi league and stuff. I do need to do that eventually. However, right now I pretty much try and focus on, if I can possibly get through the big leagues, then I kind of go for that route anyway. But it is like a process. You just do everything over and over again. So it's now time for me to go out and buy some English players so that we can start getting onto this Jordan Henderson weekly objective. Because so much grinding and all the weekend league and stuff going on, I didn't get a chance from Friday to now to actually start playing it until now. So we pick up a few players, including like Eric Dyer right here. I think Trippier we got. Oxlade-Chamberlain, we picked Pickford as well. But there's like 3 players in this team that I don't want to use. And that is Flint, the right centre-back, and then my 2 wingers. Or, you know, Callum Wilson's not really a winger, is he? But he won't be playing. And that is basically because this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to play on my attacking formation of a 4-1-2-1-2. We're going to stick with this formation for a little bit longer. And I don't know, see if we can make it stick, because I'm playing some good football. I'm getting some good wins and scoring a lot of goals with this formation. So, you know, if it's working, then we'll at least continue onwards for some time until it really decides to bite me in the you-know-whats, and maybe I'll think to change back to the 4-2-3-1. So this is where everyone's going to play. Sinclair's going to come off for Pogba. Wilson's going to come off for Zlatan, and Flint is going to come off for Van Dijk. So that's basically it for the online singles one. You need 11 gold rare English players. They can be from whatever league, but they need to be that specific player in your starting 11. And then on the bench, you're going to have whatever you want, and you can bring on whatever you want, apart from icons. So, yeah. So this guy, we go into the match, and I guess he's sort of read it wrong, because he thinks he's got, like, special rare... Like, he thinks he's got rare players there, but actually, he's got 4 rare players, and then 7 special players. So if he would have beaten me, it wouldn't have counted for him as one of his one of his weekly objectives. Fortunately, I'm going to win this match. Spoiler alert, I'm bloody brilliant at this game. No, I'm kidding. But I did drop him a message afterwards, just in case, like, this was Bank Holiday Monday. This was like during the day, Bank Holiday Monday. So this was my first game. It was very possible that this was his first game as well. So I just dropped him a message and let him know that you can't use those special players in your starting 11. However, you can bring stuff on. So yeah, make sure. And for those of you that are watching that haven't started yet, or maybe wondering why your objective tally isn't going up, it's probably because you're not quite doing it right in terms of what you use in your initial team. That's why the rare I nearly said rare Electrum, the rare English players are so high priced right now. Anyway, guys, I need you to do me a favor today. Do me a massive favor. Smash that thumbs up button. I'd really appreciate it, as we get a little rage quit right here. But yeah, if we can get anywhere near 2,000 likes, that'd be brilliant. Thank you for your support over the Easter break. I very much appreciate it. I'm sure there's going to be a drop off now as a lot of you go back to school and stuff. But as and when you get a chance to watch the Road to Glory, your support is always greatly appreciated. So with that match, we actually got another foot swap player, which I think is it's either our second or our third one that we've got again after basically starting again, because we spent 7 on Munich, and we've now got 2 or 3 again. I can't remember how many. But if we end up getting a total of 3, we can get Nicolas Pepe, the 87 rated inform, or if we get 5, we could get ourselves Werner, which would be a better player to get, just for like I could link him straight to Gnabry in an SBC, and that would help bring the price down of something straight away, wouldn't it? So yeah, next game we go into, I smashed the post against this guy after a weird sort of flick up cross from Ibra that I think my fat fingers just pressed on the buttons. I just expected him to pass it in. However, he didn't. So, it is what it is. But, we eventually go through, and when you time a shot green with Zlatan, it goes in the back of the net, and sometimes it nearly looks like it's going to go through the back of the net and out the other side and smack a poor person in the crowd in the face because they're that powerful. And then I actually score a free kick with him. So just like 2 bars of power, holding up on the analog stick, no like LB for a power shot or anything, and it just rises over the wall, goes in off the, just goes straight in that top corner, and we get a little rage quit from it. So that's another easy win, 2-0, and they're quitting. So that typically, that's my rule as well. If I'm down by 2 goals, then that's when I'll quit. We get the UCL final ball as well for doing that one. That's just play 15 games for this whole week. So a lot of you should be able to complete that if you're still actively playing FIFA. Next game, surprise, surprise, we come up against a full English side. It is bonkers that nobody's got any, no one's thinking about it, making a cool hybrid. No, I'm kidding. Obviously, everyone's going to be English squads. When you don't come up against an English squad, when you're trying to do objectives, that's probably when you should start worrying, because someone obviously doesn't care about unlocking the weekly objective player. There are still 2 other objective players this week. There is Vas from Valencia, who I'm not going to go for, and then there is João Felix from Liga NOS, and I need to get him. I think that's squad battles I can do that in. So, and I think I need to score some goals in 5 matches with Portuguese players, and I have a Future Stars Leao from back when Future Stars came out. That was a weekly objective player. So I've got a fairly decent player that I can play my squad battles on. I'll probably just do that off camera and then show you me, unlocking João Felix, because no one wants to watch the squad battles gameplay. Maybe I'll show the odd goal or something, but yeah, I'll work on that before the end of the week, because obviously that's a free 84 rated special card. Not that it would ever count as a special card, but it's a cool one. I want to unlock him. I want to get him because he's like the definition of a future star, isn't he? And it's kind of mad that he never got into that promo. So it leaves me with hope that maybe we could get another future stars promo before team of the season. That would be nice. But then again, I don't actually see that happening just because we're probably fairly close to tops now, right? Couple weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, I don't know. But I am excited because I think the League SBC grind will probably get even more profitable during Team of the Season, especially if we get league-specific upgrade packs, because that's going to really help for those top leagues. Like, imagine you've got a load of gold players, but they're from off leagues and you don't know really what to do with them. You could stick them into the Premier League Premium Upgrade Pack, and then you're using players that you wouldn't have otherwise used for League SBCs, and then they're coming together and you're just getting Premier League players back. The amount of teams that you would fill up in the Prem so quickly would be awesome. So, yeah, looking forward to that, definitely, as long as we get them. It would be nice. They're a nice grind, those SBCs, so hopefully EA would bring them back. I think, were they the ones where last year they kind of didn't put them in there, and with so much community uproar, that's when they brought them out? I hope that's the case again. If it doesn't look like they're coming out, I hope we'll get behind it and get them to drop, because we all want the league upgrades. It's fun to grind the game during Team of the Season, grind the menus, and you get rewarded with nice blue players. So yeah. Anyway, this was probably the only real tough game that I had throughout the whole thing, and is the only one that I'm going to actually pause and rage quit, because we've reached that horrible situation where I'm 2 goals behind and my rules state that I need to quit at that point. So that guy was just better. He absolutely slapped me with some skill moves a few times, and you could tell that he was just a decent FUT player. And, you know, I kind of got back into it a couple times, but nonetheless, we end up losing that game, but we just push on to the next one. The good thing about online singles is it just isn't that stressful. You can just go into another match and it's all good. You only need the 8 wins across the whole week in online singles, which is a much more like casual atmosphere than it is in Rivals. So every one of you should really be going out and getting this 86 rated Henderson this week, because he's just basically free. It's just going to take you a couple of hours. That's all I would suggest. You know, buy the decent English players like Rashford and stuff, because they will be useful. I know they're at a heightened price, but if you do this all in one session, you're going to be able to sell those players for a very similar price, sometimes a little bit more than what you actually paid for them at the start of your session of unlocking the player. And take a look at that for an absolute bang from Paul Pogba. I hit that one green, and that was enough to make this guy rage quit. Oh no, I don't think he did rage quit, but we ended up getting all the way to the end of the match. Yeah, 90 minutes on the clock there. It was just a stunning goal from Pogba. He just decided to smash it first time, and luckily I hit it green, and that's what obviously takes it past the goalie. That's where we're going to end today's episode. I did obviously then continue on my session a little bit after this one, but I needed to take a little break and go through the League SBCs again before I went into the matches to play the second half of this objective. So we'll actually unlock Henderson tomorrow, but with pretty much no difficulty whatsoever. We found ourselves halfway through this objective, no problems at all, with this squad right here, and with the help of subs Van Dijk, Pogba, and Zlatan Ibrahimovic. So yeah, guys, do me a massive favour, smash that thumbs up button. We got a decent pack. We completed our first League SBC, and we're halfway towards a weekly objective. A pretty productive episode, if I do say so myself. Make sure that you guys have a lovely day out there. Follow me on social media. The links are down below. Have a great day, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.